Hi everybody, it's Martin. Hope everyone's doing really good. Look behind me, an old friend, come to say hello. Hello Watchtower, say hello to the Apostate community. Well, that footage that's recently surfaced, bloody hell. I mean, who's going to own up to that, eh? Have we got a mole in the Warwick headquarters? Someone brave enough to bite the hand that feeds them? Which is ironic really, considering that they work for nothing. But I say, and I do take my hat off to that person, I mean that was awfully brave. Whether they'll eventually identify themselves secretively, I don't know. But it's a bit worrying, isn't it, for the JWs, knowing that they're being attacked from within. But no surprise to me, I expected it to be like this. I did say a while ago that they definitely would be attacked from within. And their consensus of opinion at the moment has slightly changed. I know Tony Morris, he did say a while ago, didn't he, that it was all apostate driven lies. Can he really say that now? Can he really call these lies when the BBC media and the court systems are all proving these things, and they seem to be hitting home, and people seem to be thinking that the Watchtower just doesn't have any answers to it at the moment. I've just had a conversation with my mother, and my mother's going to the meeting tomorrow, and she said, Martin, can you look after your dad, because my dad's got Parkinson's. And you know, I try and do what I can to help my parents, and it doesn't matter to me whether my mum's still very much involved with the witnesses. If it comes to domestic things, I do what I can to help out. So she's saying, yeah, I'm aware of that BBC case. And I said, well, that wasn't the one that I was thinking of. I was thinking of the one where there was secret footage that was coming from the Warwick headquarters. And she says, oh, I'm not aware of that one. I says, oh, you will be, you will be. And she said, anyway, Martin, we're all being given a new direction or a new little message, and that is that we are going to be attacked, and that Satan will have successes, and I have said that in an earlier video, that Satan definitely will have successes. And it will be of no surprise that there'll be certain victories for Satan's organisation. And I didn't comment too much after that, because I could sense there was a source of annoyance, because she wants to vigorously stick up for her religion that she's been in since 1965. I think she's first contacted by the witnesses. That's an awfully long time for anybody to be a Jehovah's Witness. And I was born in 63, so I was born in that religion from 63 onwards, and that's an awfully long time as well. I just want to send a little message to a certain Tony Morris. Not that he'll be looking at any of these videos. I just want to know if, when you go into your secluded room and you supposedly have that prayerful consideration and get Jehovah's opinion on things, did you do that with the overlapping generation? And did Jehovah actually say to you, the sons of that generation can also be classified as part of that original generation? Because it just seems like a tag on or an add-on, and like an afterthought, and nobody had ever previously considered that particular factor. But you then made that change, and you then sold that new change to the congregation, and they accepted it. And I have to admit, Mr. Morris, I myself looked at it in logical terms, and I thought, well, I can understand why you said it. And I thought, well, I'm part of my dad's generation, you know, and I'm in my 50s. So I guess if my dad's in his 80s, late 80s, and he dies off, I'm still part of his generation, so I then could live on. So I can understand what you were getting at. But if you can make a change on that, and that is quite important because that stumbled quite a lot of people, as did 1975. If you can make a change on that, then please, please, look into your heart, take the matter back to Jehovah in prayerful consideration in that secluded room where You're supposed to make all your changes to the greater good of your organisation here behind me. And please, look at the two-witness rule. It is causing so much hurt. It doesn't protect the children. We want the children protected, and the only way that that's going to happen is if you can suggest that it is up to a person's own heart condition and conscience on whether they take that matter to the authorities. That if they perceive it to have been a criminal event that's taken place, that they do not need at that point to sit down with an elder and discuss the matter. We're all mature people, and we know the difference between what is right and what is wrong. If we see things, or if we hear of things, and then we can gather the evidence together on that case, why can't you instruct them to take that matter to a criminal police force or a child protection agency at the very least, and let them do their job in the most professional way possible that can protect that child at the earliest convenience? But Mr. Morris, you must know that there needs to be a change on this rule. You are going to be challenged by this. They're going to take it to the courts of law. They're going to try and get you to overturn it, because it just makes perfect sense that we should be protecting the child and not an adult. No matter who that adult is and what station in life he is in the congregation, we should not protect him. I don't attend your congregations anymore. I'm not disfellowshipped. You may as well know this, but I cannot go through those doors knowing that this outdated rule, which applied so long ago, where perhaps there was no child abuse taking place, I can't for 1 minute uphold something like that. You are causing so much hurt. You will never understand how much hurt you're causing. So please reconsider. This would be the only thing that would make sense. And we know that you can make changes. You've made changes so many times in that religion with the 1975 rules, the overlapping generation. You can do it. You need to do it. Please. That's all I have to say on the matter. Thank you.